winning streak here tonight against the University of Minnesota Crookston. Might be a tall task. Crookston comes into this game 4-0, having beat the University of Minnesota Moorhead
Let's meet the starting lineup first for the visitors. At one defensive end, number 25, Tyler Lawrence. The other defensive end, number 15, Riley Henson. At one wing, number 19, Jackson Dodds. Everson. At one wing, number 27, Riley Winston. At the other wing, number 24, Max Moore. At center tonight for the Jackrabbits, number 19, Jacob Foley. And in net, wearing sweater number 2, Trent Nelson. Please stand in honor of America as we play our national anthem. Lineups in the house. The anthem has been played. It's time to play Jackrabbit hockey.
It's like that's a bummer. Didn't get to hear any pregame. Alrighty. Sorry about that. I'll have to redo my pregame here to start, or in the middle of the intermission. Having a little bit of technical difficulties right there. Alrighty. The Jackrabbits are going to start their second line, and Jacob Kelly's going to take the face-off against number 11, or number 10, Logan Syrup. And Syrup wins the face-off for Minnesota Crookston. The Jackrabbits are trimmed in their home white with yellow and blue accents, blue breezers, and white socks. Crookston is in maroon with yellow accents in their jerseys and breezers. Crookston has them on their own end. Getting ready to start the breakout. Wins out heavy on the forecheck there. 25. That would be Tyler Lawrence. Tries to sit back, send it in, which he does. Jackrabbits coming through the other way. Stretch ice pass to Owen Schneider. Must have got the touch on it, wave off the icing. First person to it, though, is going to be number 60, Trent Anderson. Quick shot by Worth goes up and out of play. Dawson Worth had a spectacular weekend last weekend with 6 goals. He just happened to miss that. So we know he can bear it. Missed that first shot just high and wide. Anderson wins the face-off here. Gets it off to Schneider, who turns the puck over. Jackrabbits are able to keep it in their offensive zone, though. Pass from Anderson to Schneider is broken up. Minnesota tries to clear, unable to do so. Puck is trapped along the boards between Anderson. Finally gets a free. Quick shot by Rogers. Misses just wide. And Crookston gets the clear. It's going to go all the way down to the other end, and that'll be an icing. Both teams come into this game on winning streaks. University of Minnesota Crookston has won 4 straight, and the Euro Jackrabbits have won 6 of their last 9. I mean, they've only played 9 games, but they're on a 6-game winning streak. And they're looking to continue this homestand wins tonight and tomorrow morning. Jackrabbits win the face-off. Get the puck sent around the Crookston end. Woody turns the puck over, and the Eagles get it cleared all the way down into the other end. Here comes Struck, makes a pass over to Schramm, but Schramm gets it unable to hang on to it there. Jacks restart the rush from their own end, turns the puck over in his offensive zone. Luckily, the first person to it was David Brink, but they turn the puck over again. Quick shot by number 16, saved by Nelson. Another couple of quick shots here by Crookston. Jackrabbits playing a little bit messy and turn the puck over. Max Callis comes away with the puck in the Crookston offensive, in the Jacks offensive zone here. Merritt's going to take it behind the Crookston cage where he gets his pocket picked, and Crookston gets the clear. Jack Stevens going to send the puck all the way in for the Jackrabbits, and the Eagles. Pass by Crookston is broken up by Max Callis, and turns the puck, but unable to get a shot off there. Jackrabbits have to regain on sides, and unable to do so. Eagles are going to start the rush back the other way. Stretch ice pass over to number 7, Fox Dodds, and Fox is going to send it in all the way behind the net. Turnover by the Jacks, right on the stick of Fox Dodds from Garrett Everson. And then boards, quick pass out in front toward Fox, and Jackrabbits going to dump it out. Down on the corner of the offensive zone for the Jackrabbits. Moore is in there. He loses the battle, and the Eagles are going to come back the other way with it. Fox brings it in for the Eagles. Quick shot saved by Nelson. And Rogers tries to get the pass over to Moore. Unable to do so. Eagles keep it in. Pass attempt. Unsuccessful. Here comes, it's a 3-on-2 back the other way, and Moore's just going to send it in for the Jackrabbits. Jacob Collins first to it, and there's a whistle on the play for the post coming off the pegs. Worth unable wins the face-off here. Schneider has it, passes it behind the Crookston net, and Crookston gets the clear though. Well, Nelson's going to play it behind his own end for Rogers. Rogers passes to Schneider. Picks it up. Anderson picks it up, turns it over to number 29. That'll be Braden Van Coops. He's going to take it in for it. Quick pass out in front. Quick shot saved by Nelson. Puck gets free down the rebound. Second shot also saved and covered. A couple of quick shots there by Crookston, but Nelson was able to make the saves. 16:04 left here in the first period of the game. Score is tied 0-0. It'll be the first line out for the Jackrabbits against will be Schneider taking the face off against Edwards. Anderson has it, sends it in the neutral zone, where it's picked up by Minnesota Crookston, and Crookston is going to send it back into the Jackrabbits defensive zone. Schneider has it, quick pass up to Worth. Worth loses his handle on it, tries to dump it in, but it is brought in by Crookston. Puck ends up back in the offensive zone for the Jackrabbits. Worth goes hard on the forecheck. Puck is kept in by Ashton Whitty, who is also going hard on the forecheck. Puck gets free, it ends up with a stick of Tran. Quick shot out in front, off the post! Zach Struck had the opportunity, but unable to get it home and rimmed it off the post. Quick shot by Homer, misses wide. And Jackrabbits were able to maintain possession though. Whitty has it over by the net of the Eagles. Comes over to Schramm. Schramm tries to make a cross-ice pass for Struck. Struck was not there, and that'll be a puck out of play. Both sides are going to go off on a quick change here. It'll be the fourth line for the Jackrabbits. It'll be Bush, Merritt, and Callis with Everson and Sievert. Merritt to take the face-off here. Merritt wins the face-off. dumped in by Sievert. Picked up by Crookston. Everson's able to keep the puck in, rimmed around the boards, takes a funny bounce off the boards. And first person to it was the Eagles of Crookston. And Eagles are going to dub it in and go off for a change. Everson's going to pick it up behind his own net, make a quick pass over to Schramm, but he's going to bounce off his stick and end up on the hands of a couple of Crookston guys. A couple of quick passes between Caden Edwards and 23, Aiden McPhee. Pass by Bush out in front, misses wide. Nobody's home. Sievert sends it in, and Swanson's going to stick it away to number 22, the Alex Bailey. But sends it out to the neutral zone where it's sent back in by Preston Carelitz. Jackrabbits go hard in the forecheck here, and they're able to keep it in. Thomas Rogers sends it behind the net for the Jackrabbits. There's a loose stick out on the ice, making it quite difficult for a couple of players. Right along the boards. The Jackrabbits finally get it free, but turn it over to number 19. Passes over to number 7, Fox Dodds. Fox Dodds, quick shot, save, rebound, comes all the way out to Max Moore. Max Moore sends it into the neutral zone, and Linstat tries to play it, but puck gets whistled down. Both sides going to go for a line change here quick. It'll be Worth to take the face-off here against number 9, Mason Romfo, I think. Romfo wins the face-off. Crookston turns it over in their own end. Quick pass out in front by Schneider to Worth. Does not connect. Anderson picks it up, though. But then gets his pocket picked by a couple of Eagles. Eagles going to take it the other way. Cross-ice pass goes high. Brink. 9 has it. Over to 25. Quick shot off the glove of Nelson. Just goes and misses wide. 29 over to 30 out in front. And that puck is going to get all the way out in the neutral zone. So number 25 would be Tyler Renz. And the Lawrence has it. I'm going to pass it over to his teammate, number 20, will be Anthony Foster. Puck is kind of loose there out in the center, but finally gets dumped into the offensive zone for the Eagles. Jackrabbits have it. Brink is going to make the pass over to Homer. Going to have a quick pass up the middle, turns it over though to number 14, Ben Hines. Hines drives it in, gets his makes a pass from the 16, loses it, and that'll get gloved down by Nelson. 12:25 left here in this first period. The score is tied 0-0. Jackrabbits have not been doing Nelson any favors in net, but he's been able to make all of the saves so far this evening. It'll be Struck to take the face-off here against number 14, Ben Hines. Struck wins the face-off, but then the puck gets trapped in the corner, and Crookston comes away with it. Number 16, Caden Edwards, makes a pass out. Tries to, number 12 tries to keep it in. Here comes the regular making it away. It's Stram. Has a quick pass over to Whitty. Whitty fails on the shot. And loose puck ends up with stick of Seaver. Quick shot, he scores! Went right over the blocker side of Tyler Swanson and into the back of the net. That'll be a goal for Jack Sievert, assisted by Ashton Whitty and Mason Schramm. That is Sievert's first point of the season.
With 11:59 remaining in the first period, we had a Jackrabbit goal scored by number 9, Jack Sievert. Assist by number 26, Mason Schramm. And Sievert from Schramm has the goal, 11:59.
Alrighty, another opportunity for the breakaway for the Jackrabbits, but first person to it will be number 25, Tyler Lawrence for the Eagles. Puck gets tipped over the neutral zone. Preston Carelitz has it on a stick, turns it over, 2-on-1 back the other way. Shot blocked by Thomas Rogers. Pass by Crookston out in front, misses everybody. First person to it, though, is Jack Merritt. Merritt back to Carelitz. Carelitz tries to clear it, kept in by number 16, Caden Edwards. Jackrabbits still have possession though. Rogers over to Carolitz, and Ethan Bush is going to tip it all the way out to the neutral zone. It's picked up by the Eagles of Crookston. Kick pass gets broken up, ends up with Carolitz, and Carolitz will sauce that one up and out of play. Jackrabbits not able to go for a change here due to how that play ended up. So it'll be Colley take the face off here for the Jackrabbits. Ends up winning the face off. Bush tries to make a pass over to Colley in the neutral zone, gets picked off. It's a 3-on-3 back the other way. Fox has it, takes it behind the Jackrabbit cage. Fox, single man, quick pass out to the blue line. Quick shot high and wide by number 19, Jackson Dodd, his brother, I assume. Pass out in front, shot blocked up high for number 19. Another shot by Jackson Dodd, just wide. We have defensive zone face off here for the Jackrabbits. Both sides are going to go for a change. It'll be the first line out there for the Jackrabbits. It'll be Schneider, Worth, and Enfinson. And Schneider, Worth will take the face off here against number 20, Anthony Foster. And Foster wins the face off. The quick backhand is saved by Nelson. Another face off here for the Jackrabbits. This time Foster wins it, but Jackrabbits are able to get it cleared. Schneider over to Anfinson. Gibson, quick pass over the middle for Worth. Shot, blocked down, and puck comes off the pegs. Jackrabbits haven't spent a whole lot of time in their offensive zone. That goes to show they are currently down on shots, 11-5. However, they do lead the game 1-0. Off the goal from Siebert. Worth wins the face-off. Quick shot by Anderson. It's saved by Tyler Swanson. Off the face-off draw, Worth won it, got it right on the stick of Anderson, who just ripped that shot home, but great save out there by Tyler Swanson. Good face-off here in the offensive zone for Jackrabbits. Worth wins the face-off, but the puck gets trapped along the boards. Worth comes away with it. Worth, quick pass in front for Schneider. Loose out in front. Quick shot, Cooper Van over, he gets blocked down in front, over to the boards. And Crookston has it, the number 6, the Dylan Neubauer. Makes a pass over to, and the puck is loose out in the middle. Here comes Anderson back the other way. He's going to off the zone, quick shot, and that'll go high up and out of play. 9:37 here left in the first period. Jackrabbits lead 1-0. Both sides are going to go for a change. It'll be Jack Siebert, Garrett Everson, with Jacob Colley, Max Moore, and Riley Lindstadt. And Colley to take the face-off here against number 16, Caden Edwards. Colley wins the face-off. He's a stick of Lindstadt. Lindstadt loses it. Gets picked up by number 15, Riley Benson for the Crookston. Makes it pass to Ben Hines. Ben Hines is going to bring it into the offensive zone for the Eagles. They set it behind the Jackrabbit net, where it's picked up by number 13, Dalston Kelly. But he turns the puck over, and Jackrabbits come with a cross, a long pass. And that'll be offsides on the Jackrabbits. There was a long cross-ice pass, but Lindstadt just barely got beat by the puck in the offensive zone.
And icing is brought to you by...
Oh, excuse me, it'll be an icing, actually. They really waited to call it, and I thought they were going to wave it off, but they did not. So Colley to take the face-off here against number 10, Logan Syrup. Syrup wins the face-off for the Eagles. Syrup gets it out to number 25, Tyler Lawrence, who tries to make some passes and gets it wide. Puck gets rimmed along the boards, kept in by Lawrence. Lawrence, quick shot off. Nelson hits the post and goes wide, and ends up back on the stick of Lawrence over to Parker Dodd, number 7, kicked out by Nelson. Jackrabbits need to get a clear here. Lawrence has it down to number 19, quick shot into the belly of Nelson, and makes a couple of quick saves, but still gets free, and Linstat gets the puck all the way out to the defensive zone for the Jackrabbits. The Jackrabbits try to go for a quick change here. Are able to do so. And the Eagles also go for a change here after dumping it in. Anthony Foster is able to keep it in for the Eagles, but the puck finally gets free out into the neutral zone. Schramm has it now. So in the neutral zone for Zach Struck. It gets broken up. Struck enters the offensive zone for the Jackrabbits. Quick shot blocked down in front by Schwanson. And the puck is going to get free back down to the neutral zone. It's going to be a 3-on-2. Oops, sorry. Jackrabbits have it. Struck tries to make the pass for Rogers, but it's kept in by Crookston. This puck along the boards. Number 22 has a quick shot, and that's going to get gloved down by Redmonds. Jackrabbits are not doing a whole lot there on defense, allowing quite a few shots on net. Crookston now leads 16-7 on shots. They're not doing him any favors, but he's been up to the task so far every time. It'll be Merritt to take the face-off here against number 16, Caden Edwards. Wins the face-off here. Careless gets the pass over to Bush. Bush to Rogers. And turns the puck over. Moves around the boards. Kept in by the Eagles. Ethan Bush ends up with it. Gets down to the neutral zone. Max Callis has it. The 1-on-1 and he's just going to send it into the offensive zone for the Jackrabbits. And he's going to go off on a change. Schneider tries to tip it in, but does not do so. Jackrabbits picked up behind their own net. It'll be David Brink has it. Trying to break out. Gets the pass over to Trent Anderson. Anderson chips along the board to the neutral zone, but turns it right back over to the Eagles and Crookston. Yeah, Crookston sends it back in. Brink has it. Sends it back around the boards for Carolitz. Carolitz drops off for Anderson. Tries to get the pass off for Worth, unable to do so. And Crookston sends it in back behind the Jackrabbits net. Picked up again by Brink. Chipped. The pass for Schneider gets tipped in. Gets waved off. Person doing Anderson. Quick shot out in front. Worth unable to connect. Another shot. Schneider's going to take it behind the net. Over to Homer to Brink. Behind the net. Both shot misses wide. And the Eagles are going to come away with it. They're going to chip it up to first person to it's going to be David Brink, and that'll be an icing. So an offensive zone face-off here for the Jackrabbits. Offensive zone face-off here for the Jackrabbits. It'll be Jacob Colley. Riley Lindstedt to take the face-off here against Fox Dodds. Riley wins the face-off. Pass out in front by Colley to Lindstedt. This gets into the right circle. Sends it back behind his own net. Picked up by Colley, who sends it back. Picked up by Moore. Puck gets kicked along the boards. Finally free. A couple of Jackrabbits get there. Lindstedt finally comes away with it. Makes the pass over to Homer. Homer to Colley. Colley loses it, and Crookston comes away with it. A little puck battle behind the Crookston net. And looks like Crookston's going to come away with it. And there will be a penalty on the play for slashing, I believe. Yes, so the Jackrabbits will be on the power play here. Another 2-minute power play for the Jackrabbits. Currently, they are 0 for 0. Obviously, they haven't had a power play yet this evening. So, first power play of the night. The power play 1 unit is going to look like Schneider, Merritt, Worth, Struck, and Whitty. Schneider wins the face-off, and Worth tries to poke check it out to Whitty, but the puck gets free. And the puck will squirt its way all the way down to the Jackrabbits on end by the Crookston Eagles. The penalty killers for the Crookston Eagles are number 20, number 9, 22, and number 6. So it'll be Foster, Neubauer, Romfio, and Alex Bailey. Jackrabbits are circling around Whitty over to Strzok. Able to field the pass cleanly. Merritt comes away with it. Quick pass out in front. Nobody there. Quick shot out by Strzok, blocked down by Swanson. And Crookston's going to get the clear. And Crookston comes to the killers. We're going to go off for a change. So will Merritt for the Jackrabbits. Whitty's going to bring it in to the neutral zone, into the offensive zone, and that'll be offsides. Worth just barely beat the puck, beat Whitty into the offensive zone, but obviously can't be doing that. Anderson wins, or Colley wins the face-off here for the Jackrabbits, sends it in, but immediately picked up by the Eagles. Trent Nelson tries to play the puck, and the puck gets loose. First person to do it, though, would have been Parker Dodd, and takes down Trent Nelson. He tried to play the puck, but luckily the Jackrabbits are able to come away with it. And Crookston gets clear out of the defensive zone. So the Jackrabbits are going to have to tag up. Everson's going to pick it up. Makes the pass over to Sievert. Sievert pass over to Anthony, just misses. And number 12, Brendan Kelly, tries to kick it out and send it free. It's going to be a one-on-one back the other way. It's going to be Fox and Everson. Fox quick shot blocked down by Nelson. He turns it right back over to Fox, but backhanded shot is saved by Nelson. Everson has it back to Sievert. Sievert makes the pass over to Anderson in the neutral zone. Anderson brings it in and loses the puck. It's mobbed by a Eagle. So power play is 0 for 1 tonight. Not any super dangerous shots. Careless tries to make a pass over to Merritt, and Merritt turns the puck over, and that'll be offsides on the Jackrabbits. It'll be that fourth line for the Jackrabbits. It'll be Merritt taking the face-off here against number 6, Dylan Neubauer, excuse me. Neubauer wins the face-off, and he's going to send it behind his own net. Tyler Lawrence tries to make a quick, long stretch pass over to number 20, Anthony Foster, but gets intercepted and Jack sent it in. Number 35, Tyler Swanson, tried to play the puck, got loose out in front. Unfortunately, there were no Jackrabbits there to bury the empty netter. Jackrabbits keep it in. Quick shot by Merritt is going to get covered by Tyler Swanson. Both sides are going to go for a change here. It'll be the first line out there for the Jackrabbits, and it'll be Worth taking the face-off here against number 10, Logan Syrup. Worth wins the face-off. Shot by Anthony is blocked down. Jackrabbits are able to keep it in, though. Worth has it over to Rogers. Rogers quick shot into the pad. Swanson saved it. Lost there for a sec. Puck ends up scoring free, and that'll be an icing on the Eagles. Offensive zone face-off for the Jackrabbits. Riley Lewis set to take the face-off here against Fox Dodds. Lindstedt wins the face-off. Quick shot out in front. Another shot. A couple shots able to get blocked down. Brink makes a pass over to Lindstedt. Lindstedt has it in the right wing corner. Back to Brink. Quick shot. Tipped in, and it's going to get covered and saved by Tyler Swanson. Second line out there for the Jackrabbits will be Colley taking the face-off here against. Let's see how that was. Colley wins the face-off, gets it out to Brink. Brink over to Lindstedt. Lindstedt's pass was broken up and sent out to the chipped out to the neutral zone. Jackrabbits have to tag up. Swanson leaves it behind his own net for number 22, Alex Bailey. The Eagles are trying to get it cleared, but Jackrabbits are making it very difficult trying to keep it in. Puck out, gets out of the neutral zone, and Brink is going to be the first one to it in his own end. Pass over to Sievert, over to Colley, who dumps it in for the Jackrabbits. They're all going to go for a change. Amperson is out there with Schneider, Sievert, Rogers, and Worth. Puck is able to get kept in by Schneider, but the puck ends up getting out to the neutral zone. Rogers gets passed over to Schneider, who sends it in the offensive zone. And it's going to get sent all the way back out by Alex Bailey for the Eagles. Emerson over to Rogers. And it's end up on the stick of that Eagle, who sends it back into the defensive zone for the Jackrabbits. Rogers is going to start behind his own net, make a pass over to Schneider. Over to Worth. Worth is going to bring it in. Pass out in front for Schneider is broken up. And the puck is free. Taken by Schneider. Quick out in front. Oh, loose puck. Worth almost had an opportunity to score there, but did not have a clean possession of the puck. .29 seconds left here to go in this first period. Jackrabbits lead 1-0, but are trailing in shots 17-14. The second half of this first period has gone a lot better in terms of offense for the Jackrabbits. They were getting outshot 16-7 at one point. Jackrabbits win the face-off here. Struck gets shoved to the ground, and the puck gets freed all the way to the defensive zone for the Jackrabbits. First break two is David Brink behind his own net, turns the puck over, quick block, saved and covered by Trent Nelson. A little bit of a scrum going on. Carroll's just shoved Eagle to the ground. That'll be he shoved number 16. Caden Edwards. So Fox dodges to take the face-off here against number 27, Riley Lindstedt. And Fox wins the face-off. Puck is free, and he's the first one back to it, though. Carolitz traps him in the puck on the boards. Fox gets him a minute pass, and that'll end the first period. So, after the first period, the Jacks lead 1-0. They are trailing in shots, though, 18-14. I'd like to give a special shout out to all of our sponsors tonight. Hometown Tire and Service, your trusted choice for quality auto care. Give them a call at 605-697-6889. Kenner Plumbing, for fast, reliable service when things get backed up. Give them a call at 605-692-6503. Handyman's Home Services for all your assorted needs around the house. Give them a call at 605-690-6194. Browns Construction, they build strong foundations on and off the ice. We'll give them a call at 605-693-4000. And the Wooden Leg, the official sponsor of the Jackrabbits. There was one power play brought to you by Kenner Plumbing. Unfortunately, the Jackrabbits were unable to capitalize. It was a fairly boring power play. There weren't a whole lot of shots by the Jackrabbits. Nothing came away with it. So, they're 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Unfortunately, you guys didn't get to hear any of my pregame because we were having some technical difficulties. I'll give you a quick rundown of what was going on. So, both teams are coming in on winning streaks. The University of Minnesota Crookston Eagles are coming in after winning 4 games. They've only played 4 games this season, but they are undefeated. 4-0. The Jackrabbits are on a 6-game winning streak. They've won 6 in a row. They've played 9 this season. They started off on a 3-game road losing streak, but have been able to recover from that. The Jackrabbits are also in the middle of a 10-game homestand. They play games 7 and 8 this weekend, and then they play 9 and 10 next weekend against the University of Nebraska. So, nice little 10-game homestand to start the conference play. And so, leading scorers Our leading point getters for the Jackrabbits are Dawson Worth with 15 points. Big part of that was last weekend when he scored 5 goals on Friday night. So, I mean, that'll rack up the points really quick. Got a couple opportunities here tonight, just unable to bury him. Second on the depth chart for points is Owen Schneider. He's got 14. He got 7 goals, 7 assists. Trey Ampherson has got 10 points. And then your fourth and fifth point getters are Zach Struck and Max Moore, both with 9. Struck has 6 goals and 3 assists, and Moore has 3 goals and 6 assists. So, inverses of each other. Scoring, Jackrabbits lead 1-0 after the first period. The goal was scored by Jack Severs, assisted by Ashton Whitty and Mason Tramp. He brought it in, and Whitty made a quick pass back over to Seaver, who shot it, went right over the right shoulder and blocker side of Tyler Swanson, who is the goaltender for the University of Minnesota Crookston. That's all for me for this first intermission. We'll be back to start the second here in just a few moments after I get a break. And we'll be right back. And we're back, getting ready to start the second period here for the Jackrabbits. Currently lead 1-0 over the Crookston Eagles. Jackrabbits are over 1 in the power play and are currently getting outshot 18-14. Trent Nelson has made some incredible saves this evening. Jackrabbits we're not doing him a whole lot of favors in the first half of the first period. So one thing about the second period, though, it's the long change. So if the more you can keep possession in your own offensive zone, the better off you're going to be. Obviously, we take a look here. We see that if you can stay in your offensive zone, it's a lot shorter change for you, and it doesn't give your opponent a whole lot of opportunity to get themselves on a change because it's further away. It's oftentimes called the long change. Jackrabbits have had no issue with the long change this season, scoring at least 5 in 2 separate games. So they certainly do know how to score in the second period. It'll be Jacob Colley to take the faceoff here against looks like they're having a couple of issues. Quick. I think the guys all lined up the wrong side. So it'll be Jacob Colley to take the faceoff here against number 10, Logan Syrup. And Syrup wins the faceoff here for the Eagles. Turnover, quick shot, save off the post by Lindstad. He had the quick opportunity, unable to execute. The puck gets free and loose and ends up all the way back down in the end for the defensive end for the Jackrabbits. Jackrabbits look to break it out. Colley over to Lindstad. Sends it in. Colley, quick pass over the middle to Everson. Goes into the corner. First play through to Moore. Gets it over to Lindstad. Back to Moore. Quick pass out in front for Colley. Unable to do anything with it. Shot by Karelitz. Misses wide. A lot of action this first minute. Colley lost face-off, but the Crookston Eagles turned right over to the stick of Lindstad. Lindstad drove it all the way in, and shot went off the post. Worth loses the face-off here for the Jackrabbits, but I'd say they're able to keep it in. But the Jackrabbits turn it right back over. Worth keeps it in on the Anderson. Schneider out front, and it's saved by Swanson and covered. Couple of quick shots right off the bat for the Jackrabbits. It'll be Worth taking the face-off here against number 9, Mason Rumfo. And Worth wins the face-off. Pass from Schneider to Rogers goes high and wide. The attendee dove for it. Tyler Swanson dove for it. Got out of the crease, but puck ended up on the ice. And unfortunately for Owen Schneider, had a wide open net. The puck got whistled dead because the puck went off the pegs. Lots of busy action in the first couple of minutes. The Jackrabbits seem to be leading the charge. Zach Struck wins the face-off here. Quick shot out front, gets saved by Tyler Swanson, and the Eagles are going to come away with it. It'll be 2-on-2 back the other way. It'll be 14-13. 14 sends it in. Puck is going to get sent up loose out in front, but ends up getting pushed away. Jackrabbits have it. And Whitty's going to send it into the neutral zone. It's picked up by number 14, but loses it to Schramm. But the Eagles are going to be back with it. Number 16 is going to take it back the other way, dump it in and around the boards. David Brink has it, tries to make the pass by the net, but it's picked up by number 16 for the Eagles. Luckily, they don't do anything with it, and ends up in the neutral zone. Crookston sends it back in. David Brink's the first person to it, back to Whitty, back to Brink, over to Cooper Van Overbeek to Whitty, who's going to send it into the neutral zone. Quick pass, kept in Crookston. 15 has it. Kick it in. Ethan Bush, the first one to it, so no icing. Ethan Bush tries to get the wave around, but does not get the wraparound. And here come the Eagles back the other way. Fox Dodd dumps it in for the Eagles. Ends up with the stick of Everson, who gets it cleared to the neutral zone. And Bush is going to send it all the way down. Icing will get waved off. First period to it is Max Callis. Gets his pocket picked. And 15 is going to send it to number something behind the boards. And it'll be 3-on-2 back the other way, but offsides is called. Neutral zone face-off here. It'll be Lindstad takes the face-off here. It's number 9, Wilson Romeo. And Romeo wins the face-off, and the Eagles are going to send it in around the boards. Puck is unable to get cleared by the Jackrabbits. Rogers has it. Excuse me, that's Sievert. Sievert gets the puck all the way out in the middle. Over to Moore. Moore doesn't know where the puck is. Scores free. Everson prevents the breakaway, but it's still a 4-on-2 back the other way. Luckily, the Jackrabbits are able to get back just enough to keep it in. Or keep it from getting out of control. The Eagles have it. Send it behind the Jackrabbit net, whereas Everson battles for it. Sievert ends up coming away with it, gets stuck in the back of the net. Backwards pass. Crookston sending the kids wide open in front. The pass just misses wide. Quick shot blocked by Sievert. Sievert on the ground. Quick shot goes high off the top crossbar, and it's off the top of the crossbar, hits the glass, and ends up behind Nelson. Nelson doesn't know where it is, and he lays on it, and it ends up in the net, back of the net. Kind of looks like a Mike Smith type goal, just bad luck, and nothing the Jackrabbits are able to do about it. Took a funny hop from the post to the glass, and ends up in the back of the net for the Eagles. So, score is now tied 1-1. Ward take the face off here and loses. Eagles into the offensive zone. They'll be number 14, Ben Hines. Turns the puck over. Owen Schneider sends it back to Parker Karelitz. But turns the puck over. Number 12 has a quick shot blocked down in front by Nelson. 12 keeps it in though for the Eagles, sends it around the boards. Karelitz sends it up, gets it out to Anderson, who gets it sent back in. The Eagles Ben Hines. Karelitz over to Rogers, up to Worth. Gonna bring it in, across the neutral zone. Center ice, quick shot right into the belly of Tyler Schwantz. Jackrabbits are tied with the Eagles 1-1. They are down in shots 20-19 here in the second period. 5:23 left in the second period. Jackrabbits from the face-off, gets it out to Brink. Brink loses his footing as he makes a pass. Luckily, Schramm is there to field it, and Schramm about loses it too, but Brink keeps it in. Brink swats it in, and unfortunately that'll be a hand pass. So that'll be a defensive zone face-off here. Oh, excuse me, and it'll be a neutral zone face-off here for the Jackrabbits. A little miscommunication about where the puck is going. A couple of the refs have the conversation about it. Zach Struck takes the face-off here. It's number 17, Colin Balsanock. And Struck wins the face-off and leaves the stick of Brink, and Brink's going to send it in for the Jackrabbits. First person to it will be Mason Schramm, who gets a quick pass by the net over to Zach Struck. Struck has it left wing circle, loses it. It's going to be a 2-on-2 back the other way. 17 over to 3 quick shots, and that'll go up into the netting. So that'll be a defensive zone face-off here for the Jackrabbits. It'll be Merritt to take the face-off here against number 29, Braden Vandercross. Crowds wins the face-off. Kept in by number 22. Krauts has it along the boards. Sends it across. Kept in by number 18. Sievert going to get it over to Everson now to clear it for the Jackrabbits. Callis ends up in the neutral zone but gets his pocket picked. Gets sent back in by the Eagles. Sievert back to Everson. Over to Callis. And Merritt is able just to get it back into the neutral zone where he turns the puck back over. Eagles send the puck over to Sievert, and Sievert's able to dive and get it into his offensive zone. But that'll give the Eagles some time for a quick change. Everson's going to take it behind his own net, make a pass over to Callis. Stretch pass attempted from Merritt. This goes off the stick and into the hands of a Eagles player. Eagles have it, sent it behind the Jackrabbit net. And miscommunication ends up, so Everson has it. He's going to chip the loose zone and glove down by number 19. Loose puck in the loose zone. Finally gets into the defense zone for the Jackrabbits. Number 10, Logan Syrup brought it in for the Eagles. Syrup has it over to number 6, Dylan Neubauer. The puck gets shot on Nelson and it goes underneath of his pad and gets kept in. So a couple of quick shots, they both get saved by Trent Nelson. Both sides are going to go for a change here quick. 13-17 left here in the second period. The score is tied. Lindstedt loses the face-off here. And the Jackrabbits are unable to get the puck cleared. So 14, Ben Hines takes it, turns it over to the Jackrabbits. Moore just has to stick it, or gets the puck just out of his reach. Unable to do anything with it. Ends up back behind the Jackrabbit net where it's picked up by Preston Karolitz. And then the puck gets trapped along the boards. Out to number 6, over to 12. Quick shot, blocked down in front by Moore. 3-on-2 opportunity here. Over to Colley, back to Moore. Oh, the pass is broken out. Lindstedt, though, has it. Makes a pass over to Moore behind the Eagles' net. Moore gets taken down, and it'll be a 2-on-2 back the other way. 14-3 have it, and 14 is just going to dump it in. Shot by body check by Carroll. He knocks number 3 off the puck, and so Karolitz was the first one to it. Karolitz now has it. Dumps it off the boards to Rogers. Rogers sends it up to Schneider. Schneider to Colley. He's going to flip it up into the neutral zone. Glove down by number 23, Aiden McPhee for the Eagles. He's going to send it in. Number 3, Thomas Fuller keeps it in. Comes around the boards. Ends up in the stick of Rogers. Worth has it. Tries to make a pass for Lindstedt, but goes off the skate of Fuller. Unable to get it free. So, Rogers is going to start it from behind his own net. He's going to pass it back behind his net for Karolitz. Karolitz is going to bounce off the boards. Ends up going right into the hands of Ankerson. And there's a penalty for roughing. So that'll be another power play for the Jackrabbits. Penalty is on number 25, Tyler Lawrence, for roughing. Tonight's power plays have been brought to you by Kenner Plumbing. For fast, reliable service when things get backed up, give them a call at 692-6503. Hopefully the Jackrabbits are able to capitalize on this power play. They are currently 0 for 1. Jackrabbits on the power play. Worth has it. Quick shot. Glove down by Swanson. 11:21 left here in this second period. And there's 1:49. Jackrabbits win the face-off here. Struck has it. Quick pass back out to Whitty. Whitty's shot is loose and gets sent to the defensive zone for the Jackrabbits. The Eagles are going to go for a change here. Whitty is going to enter the neutral zone. Quick pass out to Zach Struck. He was first person to it, luckily, otherwise it would have been icy. Struck has it by the Eagle net over to Worth and turns the puck over, and the Eagles get it cleared all the way down to Trent Nelson. Nelson's going to play the puck behind his own net for Whitty. Whitty does not unable to pick it up, loses it. Kind of cross-eyes pass out in front. Nelson breaks it up though. Here comes Worth, crosses the center ice, brings it in for the Jackrabbits, drops past Schneider. Schneider drops it off for Struck, quick shot, misses wide of the net, and that puck will get all the way into the defensive zone for the Jackrabbits. Stretch pass for Worth, picked up by Colley, and Colley's shot is saved by Swanson. Face off here for the Jackrabbits will be Anfinson against number 14, Ben Hines. Anfinson wins the face off here. Oops, excuse me, that was Colley. Kept in by Sievert. Sievert passed over to Colley. Back to Sievert. Over to Everson. Everson down to Schramm out in front. Quick shot off the top post by Colley. Eagles are able to, well, not Eagles, excuse me. Jackrabbits are able to keep it in though. And Anfinson out to Schramm. Back to Colley. Picks up behind his own net. Over to Sievert. Sievert dumps it in around the boards for Schramm. Schramm quick pass to Colley out in front. Loose puck. And Eagles are going to get that puck cleared out to the neutral zone. It's picked up by Everson. And Everson's going to send it back in. Jackrabbits are going to go for a change here. And the puck is just going to manage to get all the way into the defense zone for the Jackrabbits, where that'll be an icing.
Icing is brought to you by Handyman Home Services, your trusted partner for all of your home repairs and renovations. Handyman Home Services.
Be an offensive zone face-off here for the Jackrabbits. It'll be Merritt to take the face-off here against number 14, Ben Hines. And the face-off is whistled dead. They're going to kick. Oh, no, they're not going to keep it out of the circle. This time Merritt was the face-off. Quick shot by Bush. Out in front, blocked down by Swanson. Loose puck. Kept in by Merritt. But the puck is going to get free to the neutral zone, and it's going to get sent back in by Carolitz. Or excuse me, that's Brink. Brink has it. He's going to send it in, tipped by Bush, and it'll get out of play. .8:51 left here in the second period. The score is tied 1-1. Jackrabbits are currently 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Worth wins the faceoff, gets sent in. Quick, loose puck out in front. Oh, and just misses wide. The goalie didn't know where the puck was, and he was so far out of his crease, and Jackrabbits was unable to get that loose puck home. Kept in by the Jackrabbits. Worth tries to make a pass over to Owen Schneider, but doesn't keep hold of it. 3-on-3 back the other way. The little guy bringing it in got knocked off his off the puck. Schneider has it, pass out in front to Anfinson. Anfinson, it's 1-on-1. Deeks, backhand, just wide. Backhand opportunity for that was Anfinson. That was Worth. Could not execute. Another shot by Carolitz goes off of the body and misses wide. Quite a bit of action right there for the Jackrabbits, just unfortunately unable to pound one home. So Worth has it now. Turns the puck over. It's Parker Dodd. Excuse me, Fox Dodd off the post. And the puck is kept out by Trent Nelson. What a couple of saves. So Fox Dodds brought it in, had the backhand, went off the post. Second opportunity. I missed who shot it for the Eagles, but Trent Nelson made that second save and went off his body and up and out of play. And in the process there, knocked the goal off its pegs, so puck got whistled dead. Jacobs in the face-off. Carolyn sends it around the boards, and that'll get the puck all the way out into the defensive zone where it gets picked up by number 6, Dylan Neubauer. Eagles turn the puck over, but quickly regain possession. Number 10, Logan Syrup, is going to start behind his own net, make a quick pass. Pass for number 19, Jackson Dodd, just out of the reach. Jackrabbits have it behind their own net. Little puck battle going on. Quick wraparound shot, no good by Dodds. Puck gets into the offensive zone for the Jackrabbits. Moore has it. Sends it back over to Lindstadt. Lindstadt behind the Eagle net. Has it get just too far out in front of him. And the puck is going to get stuck behind until it gets freed by Syrup. Number 12 has it, loses it. Loose puck, and the Eagles are going to get cleared out into the neutral zone. So Everson has it, sends it in. The Jackrabbits have to go for the change. Schramm has it, keeps it into the offensive zone. Loose puck out in front, and the Eagles get that cleared out to the neutral zone. Sievert sends it to Schramm. Back to Sievert. Back to Schramm. Schramm's going to enter the offensive zone. Quick shot blocked down in front, and the Eagles get the puck cleared all the way down into the other end. That'll be an icing on the Eagles. Shots are now tied, 25 offside. That's good to see. For a while there, Jackrabbits are getting outshot. Nice to see they still come out in this second period off of blazing. Worth loses the face-off to Syrup. Syrup moves it around the boards. Picked up by number 22. Who turns it over. Puck is kept in by Brink. Over to Schneider, and that puck goes out of play. 5:38 left here in this second period of play. Worth to take the face off here against number 16, Cade Edwards. Worth wins the face off and turns the puck over to number 14, and he sends it in for the Eagles. Picked up behind the net by an Eagle. Pass out in front, loose, but gets free. Shot, blocked. Anderson has an opportunity here to redeem himself. Anderson, pass over to Schneider is not received, and it'll be a 2-on-2 back the other way. Puck gets into the right wing corner where it gets picked up by Worth. Makes a pass out to Brink. Brink sends it behind the net for Homer, and Homer's going to send that puck up and out of play. Defensive zone face-off here for the Jackrabbits. It'll be Worth against number 17, Colton Bosrock. And Bosrock's going to win the face-off, but it's going to get loose in a scrum. And that puck will end up in the stick of Schramm. Schramm to Worth. Over to Schneider. Schneider's shot, bouncing puck, goes off of the pad of Swanson, I believe. And the Eagles able to get cleared out to the neutral zone. Eagles have it. the neutral zone. And turns the puck over to the Jackrabbits. Battle right along the blue line for the Jackrabbits and a couple of Eagles. Puck is still along the boards. Bounce off over to Schramm. Schramm has it. Quick pass over to Whitty. Whitty's going to send it into the neutral zone, where it gets picked up by the Eagles. Eagles pass over to number 3. Turns it over. He gets loose on the boards. And looks like the Eagles are going to come away with it. It's number 17 tries to send it in. Ends up on the body of Sievert. Sievert has it. And Sievert's going to send it in. It's going to go behind the net, where it gets picked up by number 22, heavily pursued by Ethan Bush. It's going to be a... It had an opportunity to be an odd man rush, but they just sent it in before the rest of the guys could get there. Jackrabbits here, looking to maybe advance the puck a little bit. It's been quite loose and sloppy here in the second period. Quick shot goes high and wide for Nelson. And Ethan Bush is going to flip it out to center ice, where it's picked up by number 22, Alex Bailey. And Bailey's dump in gets stopped by Trent Nelson. Sends it to one of his teammates. Max Callis has it. He's going to send it in for the Jackrabbits, where he gets played by Tyler Swanson behind his net. And the Eagles are going to get it into the neutral zone, where Colley's going to send it back in. Oh, excuse me, that's Carolyn's. The puck is loose in the offensive zone for the Jackrabbits. Ends up on the stick of Colley over to Karelitz. Karelitz is going to send it all the way in for the Jackrabbits. First person to do it is going to be Riley Lindstadt. And that puck's going to go high. It was loose for just long enough for Crookston to get it, but Aaron pass gets turned over, broken up by Colley, keeps it in. Behind the goal line, and the Eagles are going to get cleared to the defense zone, which is picked up by Sievert. Sievert sends it back for Brink. Brink looking behind his own net, minute 30 left here to play. Pass out to Colley. Colley uses it for a minute, and he's just going to send it in around the boards. Eagles players, first one to it, number 12, Brandon Kelly, moves around the boards for his teammate, and his teammate's going to fly up it out to center ice, where Rogers is going to break it up and turn it right back over, quick out, loose out in front, and Nelson with the cover. 1:04 left here in the second period. Scores tied 1-1. Jackrabbits are down again in shots, 28-26. Jackrabbits lose the face-off here. Shot blocked out in front by Worth. And the Eagles have it behind the Jackrabbit net. Looking to do something with it. Cross-ice pass over towards the blue line. Walks it in. Quick shot, save, and gloved by Nelson. It'll be Worth on the face-off here for the Jackrabbits with Atkinson and Schneider, along with face-off against Caden Edwards. Edwards wins the face-off here. Gets it out to number 25, Tyler Lawrence. Tries to make a pass for somebody that wasn't there. And Carel's going to bring it down. Puck is going to bounce off of the net, but Worth has it. Worth sends it back for Rogers. Rogers passes behind the net for Carolyn. But he's on the boards, and that puck's going out for the neutral zone where it gets sent back into the offensive zone by the Jackrabbits, or defensive zone by the Jackrabbits, excuse me. Schneider has it, tries quick cross-ice pass over to Anthony. He's in all over, quick shot backhand, goes a couple of times off the post, saved by Swanson. Swanson took Anderson took a couple shots, went off the leg block pad of Swanson, and then he just plowed himself right into the post. So knocked the post off the pegs, and it'll be an off-zone face-off with 8 seconds left here in the second period for the Jackrabbits. Struck takes face-off here by the Jackrabbits. Struck wins the face-off. Ends up on the stick of Careless, who dumps it down. Picked up by Whitty. And that'll end the second period. After the second period, the University of Minnesota Crookston and your South Dakota State Jackrabbits are tied at 1 apiece. The Crookston Eagles scored in that second period, and the Jackrabbits had a power play opportunity and were unable to capitalize. So the Jackrabbits are currently over 2 on the power plays here tonight. I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors. Hometown Tire and Service, your hometown choice for trusted quality auto care. Give them a call at 605-697-6889. Browse Construction is another sponsor. Building stronger foundations on and off the ice. Give them a call for all your building needs at 605-693-4000. Kenner Plumbing for fast, reliable service when things get backed up. Give them a call at 605-692-6503. Handyman's Home Services for all of your needs. Give them a call at 605-690-6194. And the Wooden Leg, proud sponsor of Jackrabbit Club Hockey. But the support of our sponsors, we would not be able to do it and put on this broadcast or show for you guys this evening. And if you guys would like, you can come on back tomorrow at 11 o'clock for Game 2 of the second game series, or of the 2-game series. Not a whole lot going on in that second period. Long change didn't seem to affect either side. I guess they gave up that one goal. It was really funny. It went off the post and then off the glass. Took a funny bounce, and it looked like a goal that Mike Smith would have given up back in his day. Off the top crossbar, off the glass, bounced all the way back right behind Nelson. He never saw it. His teammates told him to lay down, and he did. But in the process of doing that, it knocked it right into the net. So. Obviously, kind of a bummer, not what we wanted, but that'll happen with some bad luck every once in a while. And that'll be all I have for this second intermission. I'll be right back after a brief break. And we're back to start this third period of action. Right now the score is deadlocked at 1 apiece. The Eagles are out shooting the Jackrabbits 30-27. The only Jackrabbit goal of the night was scored by Jack Severson, with assists by Ashton Whitney and Mason Schramm. Jacob Calley to take the face-off here against number 10, Logan Syrup. And we're off to start the second period of play. Syrup makes the face-off here for the Eagles. Eagles bringing in their off the zone. Quick shot saved by Nelson, and it'll get covered. Defensive zone face-off here for the Jackrabbits. Syrup wins the face-off again. The 15 runs around the board, picked up by Syrup, and Syrup's attempt for a pass ends up back out in the neutral zone. But pass gets brought back in for the Eagles. Quick shot, blocked high, misses wide. Sorry, blocked by Nelson, goes off the glass. The Jackrabbits finally have it. Sievert bring it the other way. He's going to send it into the offensive zone and go for a change. Eagles now have it. Syrup next pass over to number 25. That'll be Tyler Orange. And the Eagles dump it in, and then they go for a change. Rogers tries to make a pass, turns the puck over, but ends up getting free and back into the Jackrabbits defensive zone. Worth has a quick shot, pass, chipped up high, glove down, but then turns it right back over to Worth. Worth has it. Goes it off for Anderson. Anderson loses the puck. Eagles are unable to clear it. Careless keeps it in. Back to Anderson. Quick battle in front. Kicked down way by Worth. Worth had the shot kicked out wide by Tyler Swanson. Eagles bring it in. Careless is going to continue to send it in along the boards. Picked up by Rogers. Put it in the zone by Anthony. Worth poked it back in for Anthony, and Worth is going to bring it in the offensive zone, but his pass to Schneider is broken up. Eagles bring it back the other way. 16 gets tag teamed by a couple of Jackrabbits and taken down. And the Eagles send it back in. Jackrabbits pick it up, but turn it back over. Number 6, Dylan Neubauer, throwing it in. Must have got it tipped in. Should have been Brink pass over to Struck. Struck is going to send it into the offensive zone for the Jackrabbits. Gets played by Swanson, and that's going to go all the way back down to the other end of the ice, where it's going to get played by Trent Nelson. Jackrabbits have Struck. Brings it into the neutral zone. Brings it into the olive zone. Drives it in deep. Gets poked out by Swanson. And the Eagles have it. They're thinking the other way. It's a 3-on-2 back the other way. Cooper Van got beat on the play. And the Eagles have it along the boards. Syrup, quick pass, shot by number 14, Ben Hines, save. 17-19 here to go in this third period. Eagles lead shots 33-29. This is the first time in this homestand that the Jackrabbits have gotten outshot. Jackrabbits win the face-off. Everson gets it out to Callis, who tries to make a pass over to Merritt, but broken up by the Eagles. Ends up back at the stick of Callis. And gets free. Jackrabbits now have it. Siebert's going to send it in around the boards. Stopped behind the net by Swanson. Tries to clear it out. Quick shot. Blocked by an Eagle player down in front. Track around the boards. Quick pass out in front. Takedown by Swanson. And the puck gets covered. Both sides go for his change. Then Stat to take the face-off here. And it's a scramble out in front. Moore comes away with it. And the puck gets trapped along the boards. Everson tried to take a shot, blocked out in front. And the Eagles have a 2-on-2 back the other way. It's 20. And another guy with Sievert and Everson. Luckily, Everson's able to break it up. Quick shot by number 22. He breaks his stick on the play. And he has to go grab another one. Eagles still have it in the O-zone. Quick shot. This is wide. Hits the side of the net. Jackrabbits aren't able to clear. 20 has another shot, and that'll be gloved by Nelson. .16:05 left here in this third period. Dangerous opportunity there by the Eagles there. Had a couple of chances. Jackrabbits couldn't seem to get it cleared, and luckily Nelson got the cover. So Worth's going to take the face off here. Puck is loose, and the Eagles finally come away with it. They send it around the boards. First person to those will be Carolitz. Carolitz shoves it up the ice. Gets it loose between a couple of sticks, and a couple of guys' skates. Kind of lost it, and Eagles have it. Aaron pass though is going to bounce it and send it all the way back down to the other end. Swanson's going to play it, and nobody's going to get it touched, and that'll be an icing. Crookston coaches are not super happy with that call. Offensive zone face-off here for the Jackrabbits, looking to score another one to break up the tie. And Crookston wins face-off. Eagles, they get chipped out to the loose zone where it gets picked up at number 14, Ben Hines. Ben Hines brings it in. Tries a quick shot. And we sticked out by Nelson. Both sides go for a change. It'll be Struck, Schramm, Whitty with Rogers and Carolitz against the number 17, the Colton Bosrek. So we take the face off here. And Struck wins the face off. Gets it up. Rogers gets it out to Schramm out in the neutral zone. And they're saying that he was onside. Struck has it. Quick shot in the middle. Saved by Swanson. Bounces behind the net. But puck gets out into the neutral zone and unable to get kept in. Eagles have it. Turn it over. Carolitz gets it. Loses it from him. Tyler Lawrence is going to send it in for the Eagles. And that'll be an icing on the Jackrabbits. So puck got free in the Jackrabbits end, and so they tried to clear it. And nobody else got a piece of it, so that's an icing. Struck to take the face off here against Syrup. Syrup wins the face-off. Syrup's quite the face-off specialist. I don't know that he's the last one here tonight. Pass out in front of the net is not controlled by the Eagles. So gets out in the loose zone. They got to tag up. And here they come back again. Another shot blocked. He bounces loose free. Puck is loose. No one knows where the puck is. And the puck gets knocked off the pegs by a Crookston player. The Jackrabbits have not been doing Nelson a whole lot of favors tonight. He's kind of been out there on his own, making quite a few saves. He's put up a 37 save performance tonight, so that's fairly impressive. Or not fairly impressive, it is impressive. Struck takes face off here against Anthony Foster for the Eagles. Foster wins face off, quick shot, saved by Nelson. Eagles still have it in the offensive zone. Puck battle along the boards, and the Eagles come away with it. 29 has pass out in front for number 9, Mason Ronfro. Shot saved by Nelson. Second shot saved by Nelson. Nelson is standing on his head tonight. Shot by number 20 goes high and wide. Jackrabbits need to get the puck cleared here. Tipping attempt by number 29. Stopped by Nelson again. What a couple of stops. The defense needs to start showing up here for Nelson. Another shot. Saved by Nelson. Rebound finally goes on the stick of the Crookston player, and he's so at 13:19 to go in the third period, Crookston nets another one. The score is now 2-1. Crookston. Not a whole lot Nelson could do there. He stopped that first one. Rebound popped free, ended up right on the stick of the Crookston player, and he buried it. The defense had kind of been hanging Nelson out to dry. Hopefully that's a wake-up call that they need to start playing better. Lindstedt, or not Colley, won the face-off, but ended up on the stick of a Crookston player, and they sent it in. Siebert has it. Sends a pass into Lindstedt, and that's going to bounce all the way down past the goal line, into behind the net. And the Eagles are going to come away with it. And there will be a penalty on the play on Max Moore. On Riley Lindstedt for interference. So that'll be a power play for the Eagles. So we're going to see the first penalty kill unit for the Jackrabbits here tonight. It'll be Everson, Sievert, Whitty, and Schneider. Power play 1 for the Eagles looks to be 19, 25, 6, 10, and 7. So Dylan Neubauer, Fox Dodds, Logan Syrup. Shot saved by Nelson. Don't lose much by Drowns Construction with strong foundations on and off the ice. Give them a call for any of your construction needs at 645-693-4000. 6. So yeah, Dylan did that. And Coach Jackson the face off and get the puck, finally able to get it cleared out to the oops, let's turn that on. And Crookston will bring it into the offensive zone, drop it off for number 7. Quick shot high and wide. Kept in by number 6. But his pass goes just out of play. Whitty, first one to it, opportunity for a 2-on-1 back the other way. Schneider has it. Quick shot right into the belly of Swanson, and that'll be a penalty too for elbowing. So it'll be 4-on-4 here for the next minute 17. So that'll leave the Jackrabbits with roughly 45 seconds when the power play ends, or when the 4-on-4 ends. So the forwards there for the Jackrabbits are Worth, Infinson, Karelitz, and Rogers. The Eagles have it behind their own net, and we're going to start the breakout. Pass is broken out. They need to get working to get back on sides to tag up. Sent in by Worth and Karelitz. Has it. Karelitz loses his edge and ends up sitting on the puck. Finally gets up. Puck is loose in the corner, and the Eagles are going to come away with it. It's a 2-on-2 back the other way. Number 20 and number 9. 20 is going to bring it in. Tries to deep, and Karelitz pushes him off the puck. And here comes the Jackrabbits back the other way. Rogers has it. Enters the neutral zone across center ice. It's going to go end to end. He loses it just for a little bit. Tries to win the pass out in front. Nobody's home. Anderson has it. Over to Worth, who turns it right back over. And Eagles are going to get it out to center ice. Now it's a power play for the Jackrabbits. Pass out to Anderson. Anderson loses control of it, sends it around the boards, picked up by Lindstedt behind the net. Back to Anderson. Anderson fans in the shot, and the Crookston Eagles are going to get it back out to the neutral. And there's another penalty. for interference. So the Jackrabbits will now have a 5-on-3 for well, they'll have a 5-on-3 for 26 seconds, and then they'll have 26. Oh, so I guess they're going to be coincidentals. So Jackrabbits it'll be a 4-on-3 for 26 seconds, and then it'll be back to 4-on-4 for another minute and what is that math? Minute and 34 seconds. Right now, the Jackrabbits are 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Hopefully, they can improve to at least make it 1-3. And Schneider wins the face-off. Ends up on the stick of Sievert. Sievert sends it into Whitty. Whitty back to Sievert. He's going to make the pass over to Struck. Struck back to... That loses it. Almost catch a breakaway. Sievert back to Struck. Struck to Schneider, and Schneider was offsides. I don't necessarily agree with that call, but I guess I'm not the ref, right? So it'll be 4-on-3 for another 6 seconds. Schneider to take the face-off here against number 20, Anthony Foster. Schneider wins the face-off, ends up on the stick of Struck. Struck, bounces along the boards, ends up on the stick of Whitty. Whitty over to Rogers. Rogers, quick shot out, loose out in front, goes high and wide and up and out of play. Had to go for the tip job and tipped it up just over the top of the goalie's head and hit the back netting. So the Jackrabbits are now 0 for 3 on the power play. Okay, now it'll be 4-on-3 for another minute 20, or 4-on-4 for a minute 29. The Eagles win the face-off. Ends up the Jackrabbits offensive zone, however. And it'll be, the puck goes right out of play off for Crookston, so it'll be offensive face-off here for the Jackrabbits. Jacob Colley is at the face-off here. Against number 20, Anthony Hopes, and Colley wins the face-off, gets it out to Rogers. Rogers fans on his shot attempt, and that puck is going to get out into the neutral zone, where it'll be almost a Crookston breakout. And the Jackrabbits are going to take it from behind their own net. Rogers has it. Passes it back to Karolitz. Up to Lindstadt, who gets the tip in and gets into the offensive zone. Eagles take it from behind their net and try to get it cleared. Unable to do so until now. Poke check by Garrett Everson, gets the puck off of number 15's stick. Number 15 is Riley Benson. Back to Everson. Everson is Brink. Back to Everson. Over to Lindstadt, who tips it into the offensive zone. I guess not. And they're going to call that icing. I guess I don't know how he didn't get a piece of that. Four on 4 for 27 seconds. Colley to take the face-off here against number 14, Ben Hines. And Colley wins the face-off here. Brink has it. Up to Colley. And Colley's going to send it into the offensive zone and go off for a change. And the Eagles are going to take it from behind their own net. And they're going to start the breakout. Cross-eyes pass gets intercepted by Owen Schneider, who unable to keep it on his stick to get into the offensive zone. Back to Brink, over to Everson. Kicks into the offensive zone. Here's Worth, has it, loses it, and number 14 sends it behind his own net. Gets picked up by Schneider, dumps it off for Worth. Backhanded cut goes off of his man. One timer for Schneider, just isn't able to connect with it. Anderson now has it. Tries to make a cross-eyes pass out in front of the net, couldn't do it. Eagles finally get it cleared. And Jackrabbits and Brink will have it. Get it over to Everson. Back to Brink. And it'll start from behind his own net. And along the boards, it'll get kept in by number 18, Brady Nomark, for the Eagles. And it'll get up by Fox Dodd. And sent back in by Logan Syrup. Everson says it gets intercepted by Fox. Puck gets lost again. Ends up back on the stick of Anthony. Anthony over to Worth. Worth is going to dump it in. Anthony comes away with it. Out to Careless. Careless quick shot. Sticked out by Swanson. Schneider had it. Turned it over. Quick pass out in front. Just misses wide of the net. And Syrup has it. It's going to be 2-on-2 back the other way. Syrup passes it over to Fox. Fox, quick shot. Blockered away by Nelson. Worth now brings it into the neutral zone, where it gets loose. And now Careless has it across the center ice. First person to it's going to be Merritt, who sends it in the offensive zone. And it's behind the net. Callis fighting with a couple of guys from Crookston, but finally gets free, and Crookston is going to clear it to the other end. First person to it, though, will be Rogers. Rogers' pass for Callis goes off of a stick of a Crookston guy, and it'll go back around the other way. So Carlitz sends the pass over to Callis in the neutral zone. Callis is going to bring it in. Quick shot, kicked out by Swanson. Second shot goes high and wide off the netting. .6:16 left here in this third period. Jackrabbits are down 2-1. They are currently getting outshot by 44-35. And the defense has been very weak for the Jackrabbits. They've been kind of hanging Trent Nelson out to dry. Eagles win the face-off here. And they enter the neutral zone, and they finally get it sent into the Jackrabbit D zone. First person to it, though, is Cooper Van Overweek. Sent in by Zach Struck, has it. Gets kicked back in by the Eagles, and they were offsides. Neutral zone face off here between Zach Struck and number 16, Caden Edwards. Edwards wins the face off here for the Eagles. And the Eagles get sent in. First person to do it is Christian Homer over to Brink. Brink's pass is fanned on. And he's going to bring it up. And he's going to turn the puck right back over. It'll be 2-0. Saved by Nelson. Quick pass out in front. Quick save. Saved again by Nelson. Goodness gracious. Defense needs to shore it up. And Brink turns the puck over again. Finally gets it back. Sends it around the boards. Picked up by Homer. Gets it sent out to Mason Schramm. Schramm going to bring it all the way in. Tried to make the pass for Whitty. Went off the defender's skate. Eagles get it back out to the neutral zone, where it gets loose. Back on the stick of Homer. Homer going to bring it in. Homer tries to get the backhand. Gets blocked in front by a couple of bodies. Puck is on top of the netting, and it'll get whistled down. Neutral zone face off here for the both teams. It'll be Kali against Brendan Bendicott. And Kali was face off. Jackrabbits have to tag up and get back on side. And they do. But the Eagles are going to start the breakout. Pass broken up by Lindstad. Lindstad has it, sends it back into the offensive zone, but ends up right back on where they started with Crookston. That's a 2-on. Back the other way. More out in front. Quick. Loose puck. Kept in by Siebert, and there's a whistle behind the play. Looks like there's a Jackrabbit and a Crookston Eagle down, and the net off its pegs. Worth to take the face-off here for the Jackrabbits. Comes right at the win. Everson will send it in. His shot misses wide of the net. Kept in by Siebert, who dumps it in. But unfortunately, it'll be a 2-on-2 back to the way for Crookston. Poked out by Everson, but still stays in the hands of Fox. The puck behind is in the right wing board. Drive, open out in front. Before Crookston had another opportunity there for another shot. Loose puck gets back out of the neutral zone. And the Eagles are going to tag up. Eagles send it back into their own offensive zone. Fox has it. Trent Nelson's going to play it out. Here comes Worth entering in the offensive zone. Pass across the ice for Anderson. Anderson going to skate it around the net. Tried to get a pass out in front. Nobody had their stick down to get it. And the Eagles are going to chip it in the offensive zone and go off the change. Jackrabbits start it. Worth gets shoved off the puck, loses it. Eagles have it in the offensive zone. Puck is free, loose backhand, quick attempt. See a couple of great saves by Nelson. Another opportunity there for the Eagles. Behind the Jackrabbit net. The Jacks come away with it. Rogers. And after stuff going on behind the play, both of them claim they're getting held down. Out in front, kicked out by Swanson. And the Eagles are going to come away with it. Eagles going to tip it in behind the goal line, and Nelson's going to leap behind the net for a Struck. Struck's going to bring it up. You can feel the desperation in the air. Struck loses it. And battle right along the board in front of the Crookston bench. Time is just ticking down. And the puck finally gets free into the Jackrabbits offensive zone. However, the Jackrabbits are not the team to come away with it. It's the Eagles. Eagles get it out to the neutral zone. They're going to send it all the way down, and that'll be icing.
Icing is brought to you by Man Home Services, your trusted partner for all of your home repairs and renovations.
2:02 left here to go in this third and final period. And timeout gets called. Jackrabbits are down 2-1, and they're trailing in shots 48-38. Trent Nelson has been doing all he can to keep the opposing team out of the net. The first one wasn't on him, took a funny hop off the crossbar, off the glass, and right back behind him, and he just didn't see it. Nobody let him know. He laid down and pushed it in with his shoulder, I think. And then the second one, his team just hung him out to dry. There's a rebound out in front, off of a shot, and went right back onto the other stick of Kirsten Guy, and he just buried it. I don't know where the Jackrabbit defense was, but it wasn't down in front of the net. Looks like Nelson is... they're going to pull Nelson out Looks like they're going to try to go 6-on-5. They're going to try to score the equalizer here. So it'll be 6-on-5 for a little bit at least. It'll be Schneider, Anfinson, Worth, Struck, Whitty, and more for the Jackrabbits. Struck has it along the blue line, almost turns the puck over and gets out to the blue line. Whitty needs to get back there fast, and he does, but that'll be nice. So, be another offensive zone face-off here for the Jackrabbits with 6-on-5. And Jackrabbits lose the face-off. And the puck gets free all the way out to the neutral zone. And Crookston's going to come away with it. Loose puck out in front. Anderson has it with Whitty. Shot just blocked out wide. Luckily, the puck passes it, will get kept in by the Jackrabbits. Worth tries to shoot, gets taken down. It's madness right along the boards. Looks like Merritt got taken down, and that might be the empty net that seals. Nope, just as wide, and that'll be an icing. Plenty of opportunity there for the Jackrabbits to get one scored, but they were struggling. Obviously, when you're 6-on-5, you never want to be playing defense in your own end, but they're able to get the puck cleared and finally back into the offensive zone. This time Crookston will take a timeout. .105 left here to go in this third period. Jackrabbits losing 2-1. The lone Jackrabbit goal was scored by Jack Siebert, scoring it just right over the top shoulder of Tyler Swanson, the goaltender for the Eagles. Jackrabbit defense just has not quite been there tonight. I know that it's only given up 2, but the whole half that first period was a mess. They give up. At one point they were down 16-7 on shots, and obviously, giving up 48 shots in a game is not an indication of playing spectacular defense. Jackrabbits still have the empty net, so 6-on-5. It'll be Colley to take the face-off here for the Jackrabbits. Colley wins the face-off, and Siebert ends up quick shot out off the glass.
1 minute
and Siebert turns the puck over and it passes the puck out, and that'll be the empty net. Oh, never mind, he missed it. He missed the empty net. And here come the Jackrabbits back the other way. It's Worth. Has it. He's going to bring it in. Worth. Back up to Brink. Brink. Trying to figure out what to do. Trying to get it out in the middle. And the puck is going to get cleared all the way down to the other end, and that'll be an icing. I thought it was the empty netter, but he just completely missed on it. That was, like, I get missing an empty netter from, like, your own end, and maybe even the neutral zone too, but when you're in the offensive zone, I'm not entirely sure how you missed that. He wasn't even, I don't think the Jackrabbit guy had a stick on him. So Colley to take the face-off here against Syrup. And the Eagles in the face-off, and they get it sent in deep. Whitty over the break. 18 seconds left here to go, and they turn the puck over. Try to go for the empty netter again, but Whitty is there to prevent that. Whitty has it in his own end. He gets it finally into the neutral zone, and it's going to get sent in the offensive zone and turn it over. And 2-1, and that'll be the game. The Jackrabbits' 6-game winning streak comes to an end here in Brookings. Final score of 2-1. The Jackrabbits fall, and the Eagles end up leading on shots as well, 48-38. Trent Nelson gave up 2 goals on 48 shots, so he was 46-48. So, I mean, when you're getting shot that many times, I mean, obviously, yeah, do your best, and clearly that's what he did. Can't be doing too much about that. He deserved the win. But so did Tyler Swanson. He stopped all but 1 shot against him, and that goal was scored by Jack Seaverts. And the final score tonight is 2-1. And so Minnesota Crookston will now advance to 5-0. Jackrabbits will fall to 6-4. And Jackrabbits were 0 for 3 on the power play tonight, so obviously you're not going to be doing too well if you're 0 for 3 on the power play. So that'll do it from us here from the Larson Ice Center in Brookings.